The number 4 game on our list this year was also the first brand new game I played in 2024, and I could not believe how incredible of a start we had to this year, following up how incredible 2023 was. We kicked off the year with an absolute banger in Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I've never really been a big Metroidvania fan. I don't usually like the gameplay loop of running into a wall where I can't progress further until I get the next ability or item that gets you past that wall, along with finding spots where clearly there are some chests or collectibles that I have to remember where they are and come back later when I have said new ability or item. Luckily for me, Prince of Persia, as I was shortened The Lost Crown to from here on out, solves those problems in some pretty revolutionary ways for the genre. Prince of Persia added a feature where not only can you take a screenshot of places you need to come back to later, you can pin them directly to the map. I would just hit a spot I can't proceed past, take a screenshot, and it's placed on a marker on the map. Also, each new ability that you need to progress is very visually distinct, so it made it easy to cycle back to all of these spots every time I got that next ability. This feels like something that might have already been a thing in other Metroidvanias that I'm just not aware of, but for me, screenshots on a map almost feel like a deal breaker for me to even consider playing a Metroidvania, because that just opened my eyes in such a perfect way. I need it in every one going forward. At its core, Prince of Persia is an incredible side-scrolling platformer with maybe the most satisfying combat I experienced this year. It has a parry system where you need to learn the tendencies of the enemies, and honestly, it's pretty challenging at first. But there's nothing like mastering a combo and perfectly timing a parry to take a room full of enemies and reduce them to nothing in a matter of seconds. Most, if not all, of the abilities you get that help with traversal can also be used in combat in many fun and creative ways. The difference in your character from the beginning of this game to the end is so drastic and incredible to see. Each new ability is perfectly spaced out as well, so once you have enough time to master your current assortment of moves, they sprinkle in one more that always enhances your experiences instead of bogging it down. I've mentioned the traversal in this game, and this is where it shines the most. I think if you asked me before playing The Lost Crown what my favorite traversal in any game was, it would probably be the Marvel Spider-Man games, but this destroys that in my mind, which is kind of crazy to think about, but it's true. It's so much more fun than even zipping around New York City as Spider-Man. The combinations of jumping, double jumping, dashing, placing a copy of yourself to jump back to later after triggering something to move so you can get past an obstacle were absolutely incredible. If I had to give my favorite 30 seconds of any game I played this year, it would be Prince of Persia during some of the extended platform challenges where you are just chaining all these moves in a row in a very specific order that you have to attempt the same path a few times to decide if you need to jump, dash, jump, or dash, jump, or jump, dash, leave a copy, fall away, port back to your copy, and then jump again. The story wasn't the driving force for me, but with the series being known for some time manipulation, they set up an awesome moment of the inciting incident happening early, but the ending of the game involves coming back to this moment later to change the events, and that was super fun. There's even a fun twist of how this comes to be that was also really cool. I know a game is great if I'm compelled to 100% it, and that's what I did here, including grabbing the Platinum Trophy. It took some looking at guides to see what chests I'd missed, but all that meant was I got to run around this huge map, and I couldn't get enough of that. 2023 was definitely what I would consider the year of survival horror for me personally. I don't think 2024 is the year of the Metroidvania. I thought it might have been able to be with how we started the year off with this one. But if anything, Prince of Persia and The Lost Crown opened my eyes to this genre as a possibility. Whereas much like survival horror last year, I wouldn't have even considered playing one of those games. Normally, Metroidvanias are an immediate pass for me, but something about watching gameplay of this, I was like, this seems very good. I should play this game. Maybe this is the one. And sure enough, it was the one. We're also still around the Black Friday Christmas sale. This is a $50 game normally. It was on sale on Black Friday and still today for 15 bucks. 15 bucks for 30 to 40 hours if you want it to be of just incredible gameplay. Make a quick trip, little stocking stuffer, just slide this into the stocking of whatever gamers you have in your life and give Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown a try.
I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.